lamp's pretty cool.
Amazon special. Yeah, this is another hard part about doing this stuff is you have to always make sure that your cameras are set up properly, and
Yeah.
it's a pain in the butt. It really is.
Yeah, I'm sure it makes an hour job into like a 2-hour job.
Oh yeah, and that's just to get the raw footage usually.
Yeah.
So you gonna race all the nationals next year, dude?
I'm gonna try to at least race 9.
9?
So I think that puts me in points. You get 3 drops. in that?
Yeah, you have to race at least 9.
Okay. I think I'm gonna at least try to race 9. Just gotta have to see how stuff works out. Probably
Yeah.
skip Florida.
I don't blame you.
Probably skip at least one South Carolina.
I think. Don't skip Coker.
I've never ran Coker and I've heard it's fun, so I'm gonna try to do that one.
I love Coker. That's probably one of my favorite tracks on the circuit is Coker. I really enjoy Coker. Some other people don't because it's sandy. You know, like you really, it sucks because it's sandy. But it's fast. It's not too bad. You know, but it's not great either.
Is it tight at all, or is it pretty open?
Oh, it's open.
It looked like it from the videos.
All the national tracks are open.
Yeah, I wish they were a little more, little tighter, like the locals sometimes.
Personally, I'm kind of glad they're not. I don't like how tight the locals are. You know, that is not my overall idea of fun.
I like the tighter tracks. It's what I do better in, it seems like.
I'm the opposite. I'm better at going fast.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. I mean, time and a place for everything. You know, it's Coker was probably one of my favorites. I like the Penton for some reason. Not this past year because it was disgusting.
Oh yeah, it was
But,
horrible.
I like the Penton usually, just because I'm already used to everything, you know.
Had a pretty gnarly get off last year there, I think.
Yeah, I yelled at you when I came back. Put your goggles on, Isaac. We're fucking racing.
Yeah, I hurt my back pretty good. Luckily, it wasn't anything serious.
Yeah, that's what you had said.
But yeah, when it was really muddy, I ran my carb model, and I had my best national finish at 6th.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I really, at least want to get top 5 next year, but I'm going to try to do top 3. Or better. And as I get more national experience, it'll come a lot easier as well.
Yeah, well, a lot of those guys know the tracks like the back of their hands.
Yeah.
And then there's me, rip a hole shot and have zero idea where we're going. You know, and then so I just pull over and let everybody go.
Yeah.
But it's
Well, plastic's brittle.
oh yeah, that's I was trying really hard not to break. I actually like the reusable ones, so I tried really hard not to break them. But there was I think 1 or 2 that broke.
On there.
Oh yeah.
Might look at getting some silicone hoses for it just to
Do they make
make it look pretty.
This actually, I was looking at a bunch of pictures, and it looked like it was routed on the wrong side.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be on the other side and then tied down to this post over here.
Yeah, maybe so.
The pictures I saw, that was tied down over here and then like up here and then over.
It had this FMF on it when we got it too.
Because
So-
I can see where it was rubbing up against your exhaust. I was just glad that the petcock worked when I took the gas tank off. I was like, this is when we figure out if it actually closes or not.
Yeah, it does work. So that's nice. I can probably just take the whole unit out and then fight that off of the bike.
You gotta take the top.
Yeah.
It should be loose. And I pulled all your RTV cable holder.
Anti-chafing.
Yeah.
We use a lot of that stuff at work.
We were sitting there and we were like, how do they have this all put together? Like speaker wire, and they went past like 4 ground points to get to another one. But if you don't have like the hood and shit off, like I can see where it would be like,
Yeah.
it's confusing.
A lot of the
you
time when I am working on this, it's like in a pinch, like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get my quad ready.
know? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw some silicone hoses on eBay for this thing.
They're probably out there.
Interested to see what board this thing is, so I know what parts to order.
That is why I haven't started ordering any parts for the motor, because we don't even know if the bottom end's good.
I sure hope it is.
Yeah, you and me both. Might have to tighten these. Little wiggly wobbly down here.
There we go. Might be going to see Wyatt later on today about that quad of his.
Oh, nice. I thought you already bought it.
No, he's not ready yet. Yeah, just had the motor at Pierce's getting rebuilt.
Is that going to be like your race-only bike, or?
Yeah, it'll probably be my race bike.
That'd be pretty
My current bike will probably be my practice bike.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be nice to have two. So this isn't my backup.
Yeah. This is my practice bike. The old 3 Honda.
Yeah, this thing's kind of a mess. I'm looking forward to refreshing like all the cable routing and wiring.
Oh
and
yeah,
everything.
I was sitting there. As soon as I got the body off, I was like, I got a lot of work to do on the electrical.
Well, I'm gonna order, once we get all the budget written down, I'm gonna order one of those race harnesses.
Oh, okay.
It's literally like 3 wires.
Yeah.
Because it gets rid of the kill switch and the headlight, which I already got rid of, but all the wiring's
Yeah.
here. No, it gets rid of this.
You definitely greased all your cables plenty. Your cables got me dirtier than the rest of the
Yeah.
rest of it. This is stuck on something.
Should pull through now. I just took that clamp off.
It was like pinched in where it's
Ugh.
paint.
There. Bottom should pull through as well.
Pass it up.
Hose clamps. Oh, that old radiator's in pretty good shape, really.
Yeah, it's not bad. That's how I was looking at it. I was like, that would be another decently hard thing to source, I think, is like a decent quality radiator.
Yeah, they make the cheap ones, but that one's, the fins are in amazing shape.
Yeah, I mean, you might be able to send it to like Radiator Shop, but
I don't even think it's worth messing with.
if you needed the fins and stuff, don't have Visa.
Yeah. They make those cheap aluminum ones, which I've heard mostly good things about people running.
Mishimoto's.
No, just like eBay radiators.
Aren't those the Mishimoto's? Aren't those the same thing?
No, I don't think so.
I haven't trashed a radiator yet.
I think Mishimoto's Japanese. Then you just got like the eBay ones.
Yeah.
Radiator cap over here.
Hey, Scooter. Do you know where the trash can that was back here went? Oh, you got it.
I'm gonna start taking the airbox off now. Let's see. Alright.
Slide this thing back to the middle so it's not so.
Let's do that. It wasn't
Rickety.
getting very wobbly. And the frame seems to be straight.
Yeah, I haven't noticed any weirdness in it. We might have to pick the back up a little bit because this has tabs for holding. Yeah, it's on a tab.
Okay.
This fucker's tight. I just got a tattoo yesterday on my bicep.
I saw that.
It's fucking picking up quads is not in the recommended activities post.
A little sore.
Yeah. Hey, there's a little damage like on the cross piece down here, but I don't think it's like gonna do anything horrible.
Where's that?
The cross piece right here.
Oh yeah. You see that? It's probably before it had a skid plate. Somebody whacked a rock with it.
Yeah. That was really the biggest thing I saw.
Yeah.
But whether or not it's bad, I don't know. What we could actually probably do, because we're going to be taking this swing arm shit off. So I'm actually going to move these up to the foot pegs. Just go like to the outside rear corner.
Yeah.
It should cinch it from there. Cool. Yeah, and then a lot of the funness is trying to figure out, because it is kind of patchworked together a little bit, is trying to figure out like how it was fixed so I can take it apart properly without breaking the stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's stuff like that is kind of weird, you know, like working on the older stuff like this.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling in.
Oh yeah. I always thought it was cool on how, or with these and the Quadzillas, how they use the frame as the intake tract.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that quite a bit. I was like, I wonder why they stopped that. Like it does, I hate when they do that. It honestly, it's a good spot because you don't have to worry about sucking in a bunch of water.
Yeah, it's pretty high up there.
And that's well, Kenneth Bailey got me one of them GNCC
SCIs.
boxes. Yeah, it's supposed to be here pretty soon.
I would like to try. I've never had an FCI, but that new setup looks pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I had to build my own box before. I don't know. Like, it's not the greatest thing, you know.
Yeah.
But
You don't have any JIS screwdrivers, do you?
no, we don't run into too many GIS stuff.
That's how all these hose clamps are.
Really?
And the stock and Phillips style engine bolts of JIS.
All my JIS is for an impact screwdriver because we usually take them out and then replace them with
Yeah.
real ones.
Mm-hmm. I put these Allen heads in there when I did the clutch.
That has a bunch of JIS in it. It's getting cap screws. The P-done when I take it apart to put it back together.
I prefer 8s for sure. They're out of that plant.
I don't think I have a pick. I do have this stuff. Yeah, that stuff works pretty good. I use it on the PETA frame. Yeah, not all of it, but like the top neck part, just to see.
Clean it up a little bit.
Oh yeah.
PETA frame does look good.
It's not bent yet.
Which one's I can never keep track of it. Is it Austin or Axel Rising?
Austin.
Okay.
The kid that's tough on it.
He never talked to me when I talked to him, so it's hard to get to know him.
Austin is he's a very shy kid. Especially if you race, you're automatically like on a pedestal.
Oh yeah.
So like it's like meeting his hero every time he talks to a racer.
That's cool though.
So he gets like super awkward about everything.
Mm-hmm.
See if I can get this out with the top all taped up. Should have enough play in it, I would imagine. But it's he's getting a little better, you know, like he'll hang out with all the local guys now, especially at like the national tracks and stuff. Like he's getting a little better, but he's still awkwardly shy.
Yeah.
Like he always wants to go talk to like Bryson and Wyatt, and we'll go up there to talk to him, and he just hides behind me. So then I end up talking to him, and I'm like, hey guys, I know I just talked to you, but my kid wanted to say hi. And by hi, I mean just stare awkwardly from behind my legs, you know.
I kind of feel that. Even though I'm 18.
Yeah. That's when I first started this job, it was like that, but now it's a little different, you know, like especially with like McGill and Borich and stuff like that, the older fellas.
Mm-hmm. I would love to go ride with Borich or McGill or any of them, but I think Borich is really cool.
Oh man, I have to take one of this. Borich is pretty cool. He's a fun fella too.
I've only ever talked to him one time, and it was super brief. It was at Big Buck. I just wished him good luck. But I watch a lot of the old GNCCs.
Oh yeah. So what I didn't know, and I was talking about it, that Suzuki that he ran, where he got like the last lap, where he did all his last lap passes.
Yeah.
The crank on that thing wouldn't stay together for an hour and a half.
Really?
So he kind of hung out for the first little while, and then like the last 45 minutes or something, 30 minutes, that's when he would turn it on, and that's when he would make all his crazy passes.
I thought he always just did it because he wanted to race like that.
No.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, like I never would have thought of that.
You'd think they'd come up with a solution. Or just a beefier crank.
Well, it's not like XC Racing is at the top of every factory's thought process when they're designing something.
Yeah. I'm kidding.
Like, I mean, look at FCI, for example. They've been in business for what seems like ever, and they're just now coming out with a sealed box. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely on the back burner a lot of the time.
Yeah. Dude, this clutch cable is kicking my ass. There's not enough throw in the clutch to get it to just come out of the housing. I mean, it doesn't help that the cable stay is what, like 3 inches away, you know.
Oh yeah. You can take this little arm off. I was just wondering with a Sharpie.
I mean, take it out like this. It'll have to anyway, you know. Because I like to keep the arms with it, so it's their little piece,
Yeah.
so they don't run away, and they run away sometimes.
It's super common for these to snap off.
I can see that. I can see where guys would just hit them with a hammer and break them after trying to take this clutch cable off.
Yeah. They make there's a guy, I think his name's Sean Bosch. He makes a little aftermarket thing that bolts to the engine case.
Oh yeah.
But luckily, this is like one of the only first gen engines I've seen that has all the case saver bolts and that still.
Oh nice.
Hardly ever see them with one or both, it seems like.
And then that's this is the same one that your dad used to have, yeah. Like his first quad was the LT250.
Well, he never had one. My grandpa had one.
Oh, okay.
And he passed away when my dad was pretty young. So we originally got this as like a memorial to him. So we're gonna put that somewhere on the graphics kit. Something about grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I was like, does your dad watch the videos?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
I figured he probably did.
A couple of his buddies from work have watched him.
Oh, really?
They're kind of paying attention to it.
They're like, look at this dummy.
Airbox is tricky. Might take shock out to get the airbox out.
Watching you monkey with that, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Maybe if I take my chain roller off. Chain shock's gonna have to come off anyway, but now I'm already dedicated trying to get it off.
Right? We've gone too far.
It's all gonna have to come apart.
So that's I've been pretty good about taking it off in assemblies, taking everything apart in assemblies so far, which has helped out quite a bit, but it's we're getting down to where it's getting harder and harder to do that.
Yeah, it's more individual stuff.
Like, that's what's nice about that P-dub, dude. It was literally, well, except for taking the body off and all that, it's 3 bolts hold that whole assembly together that separates it from the frame. Yeah. 3 bolts, a couple wires, and an oil pump.
It'd be so easy just to refresh an entire P-dub.
Oh, it is. There's like whole companies, that's all they do. There's 3 or 4 of them.
I got
lube and brake clean up in the office too. That's I ran into that fella. He reached out to us about doing a ride day sponsorship because he does fast tracks and stuff.
Who's that?
It's called Whamco, but
This?
yeah,
Gotcha.
but it's they're from, I think he said Athens, Ohio.
Oh yeah.
And he does a bunch of different race stuff. And asked if he could be a sponsor for the ride day. I was like,
Cool.
oh, I see. Did you know this arm is upside down?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. You can't take the cable off without taking the arm off right now.
Oh yeah, I always just took it off and then put it on.
Oh.
I didn't know until it came off. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sitting there like, why did it? Like, I am not this dumb. I should be able to very easily get this.
Yeah, maybe it's supposed to be the other way. I never thought into it. I always just took it off because I needed to.
Right? Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what? I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at like the little parts pictures and stuff, but
Yeah, we can look at the Rocky Mountain diagram or something. You might show us which way it's supposed to go. Yeah, that cleaner stuff works pretty well.
it does. And it's all natural too.
Oh yeah, it smells good.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, this thing smells awesome.
That's what's most important.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah, my dad was watching the videos and he laughed about the speaker wire comment.
Oh yeah.
It's actually just last night we were talking about it. He got some new speakers for his truck.
Oh. Might need to borrow some wire, Jason.
We're almost out now. Put too much on this thing.
That Sean walked by and he's looking at it and he goes, "What the fuck is this?" But he won't wear a mic, so like you can't hear everything he says.
Yeah.
And it's just funny. So I'm sitting there like, dude, well, he's a vintage bike guy, so he knows all about just getting stuff to work.
Yeah.
It's like, that's kind of funny.
It worked.
Yeah. Start working on the rear brakes, I guess. This looks fun. This tab has been.
Oh yeah. I'm sure I smacked something at one point. I raced a Black Diamond on this thing. That was fun.
That's a crazy track.
Oh yeah. It beat me up, but it was a good time. The whoop section, like by the finish line, that was really fun.
Oh,
Slamming through the mulch piles.
That's I've never raced that track, but I hear a bunch of people always say that's one of their favorite tracks.
Never raced it?
Yeah.
Or no, it wasn't Black Diamond, it was Mob.
Mob.
I'm mixed up.
Mob is where me and Evan both only got half a lap each. He stuck it in the ditch, and I flipped over onto Donnie Kurtz.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I think I was like behind Evan when that happened.
Dude, he hit that ditch hard. Like, so luckily I was able to at least finish my lap, because I remember Wyatt coming by us and doing like a triple take, because I only had half a handlebar. But that quad went straight up and straight down on the top. So for just that to happen, and that's, I don't know any cars that could have stood that. But it landed on top of Donnie's four-wheeler. Like my nets went over his wheel.
Yeah, that ditch is pretty deep.
It wasn't the
I
ditch, it
remember.
was the second pro hill. Evan stuck his in the ditch.
Oh yeah.
Mine was,
You're still talking about that?
yeah. No, it was just so dusty you couldn't see.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden the guy in front of me went straight up, and I was not prepared. So I went straight back.
Yeah, that pro hill is, you don't have a lot of run up,
No.
and it's pretty darn steep out of that creek, especially if the conditions aren't perfect.
Well, and then it was so, it was the second one, it was the one on the backside of the property. It was so dusty, you couldn't see in front of you. Like, I had Jeff Garleski in front of me, and Don was in front of him, and Donnie and Curtis was behind me. And, dude, we couldn't see each other. Like, and we were that close. So.
I'm trying to think where that pro hill is. The rocky one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I hit that one time on my car model a couple of years back, or a year.
I mean, it's rowdy. It throws you into the air.
Yeah. Like, there were so many people getting stuck on it, I just opted to go around for the rest of the lap.
Yeah.
Because I think it got me in a couple positions. Yeah, Black Diamond and Mob are both some of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, I haven't got the opportunity to do mob yet, but, or not, I've done both mobs, but I haven't done Black Diamond yet.
I broke at Black Diamond, or I started overheating, and I didn't want to blow up my quad, so I ended up just sitting there at the top of this hill. I just sat there and stared. That property is so pretty.
Oh yeah.
It's like right in Hocking Hills.
Yeah.
It's just gorgeous.
That's, we were there, because Austin raced it, but I didn't race too many locals this year. Every time I showed up and raced one, it freaking, something catastrophic would happen. Motors, shocks, like, yeah, shit that is not cheap, you know? Like, I couldn't just, like, have a flat tire or something, you know?
Still can't believe you snapped that shock.
Yeah, that was rowdy. The worst part was I didn't even, well, I did jump onto that hill coming out of that creek. I jumped up and like bounced through the rocks. But it was, I didn't hit anything that hard. You know what I mean?
Just kind of happened.
Yeah. I was just going and then all of a sudden like the left front got really low and I couldn't steer.
Man, it could have just been a one-off, like, bad quality shaft or whatever. The shaft is
Micro fissures or something. The shaft was what broke, but it broke inside of the body, so it ripped everything apart.
Yeah. Could have just been a one-time thing. Yeah, it could have been like.
I was moving though. Like, that Wyatt and all them behind me, there's no place to get out of the way right there.
Yeah, you're trying to run.
So I had like the fastest 30 seconds of my life, and then it broke. The worst part was I didn't recognize where I was on the property, so I didn't know I was only like a quarter mile from my truck. I sat there for a little bit, felt the self-pity, you know.
Yeah. God, this sucks.
Yeah, I cried for my wallet for a second. And
Oh yeah.
some dude was like, "Oh, the parking lot's right there." And I'm like, "Well, shit."
I'm excited to get this new bike and see how the shocks feel on it.
Yeah, Axis.
Yeah.
I like my Axis.
They're Wyatt's Axis springers.
They it just has a whole different feel, you know.
I've ridden Landons with this Axis Airs a bit.
Theirs can't compare to actual springers. I don't know how fast guys ride their shocks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, there must be something special to it. There's a lot of fast guys that do run them. Like, we got Hunter Hart, and then Fowler ran them for like 4 or 5 seasons, I think.
Yeah. I mean, they're easy to change and maintain. Well, maintenance on them is ungodly on any air shock.
Yeah, I've heard it's really expensive.
But the adjustability on them is what's nice.
Yeah. But Landons are pretty plush.
Oh, dude, I was contemplating bringing my 450 out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that's, I don't know if I am. I don't even know if it'll start. Dude.
I'm bringing mine.
I haven't started it since Ironman.
Figured if I'm not riding that Raptor, I'll ride my quad.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna come. I bought a little Outlaw 90.
Oh, yeah?
He's gonna cruise on it, and he's gonna ride my quad if he isn't.
I think what we're gonna end up doing is like back-to-back tests. Cause I was like, dude, I'm old, fat, and slow. I was like, and that's what bothers me most about these tests. I was like, it's either an old, fat, and slow guy, an ex-pro, or like a skinny little 18-year-old kid. I was like, so why don't you do 2 of them together?
Yeah.
You know, and then I was like,
comparison.
yeah, I was like, Isaac's a smart kid. You know, like we can actually discuss what we both liked and disliked about it to find common ground and not so common ground. What do you like?
10. Yeah, I think it sounds awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. The 10. So let's run. Put it back. Yep.
Yeah, I finally put a tool away. Used to working by myself.
Good, did it? This chain's gonna be junk by the time we're done with it.
I know, chain guy.
Really?
Yeah, that's the rumor at least. I also have, coming from Italy, I have all 3 brake rotors for this
That's
thing.
awesome. I was hoping we would let's get some.
They don't make them anymore.
Really? Are they like new old stock kind of?
Yeah, they're just leftovers.
That's awesome.
And then I think I ordered front pads for it too, but if the pads aren't Suzuki, I don't know if they're gonna fit.
What do you mean by that? They
So if they're not Suzuki, they're not like the pad might be different.
Okay.
Like the outside of it.
There we go. Finally got a master link out.
Now it's really just 2 bolts, man.
Still in gear.
There's no compression, so you can probably just pull it out. When I was taking those tires off, it was like that.
Yeah.
You see me click it into gear, and then it just spins, and I'm like, I'm a dumbass.
Dude, it lost all of it at East Fork. It was horrible.
But it's I like how you still had the rear
Tail light?
tail light hooked up. I went to go take it off, and I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's just a swing arm and upper shock, I think.
Yeah.
Then
I wish we could have that linkage powdered. That'd be cool.
Probably. You'd have to find new bearings for it.
Yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it feels tight, honestly. So, might just be better off leaving it. We can always take it off later on.
Yeah.
I'm sure we won't. But
That's because I thought about that, and then when I took the front end apart, everything literally just fell apart in my hands, and I was like, I am not taking the rear linkage apart because we can still find most of the front bushings. I never even looked for the rear, so I didn't know. I didn't know what the plan there was.
yeah, probably better just leave it for now. Alright, let's see. I mean, we don't have any reason to take the axle out. Bearings are tight. I replaced them not all that long ago. It has an old school rad carrier in it.
Oh, yeah?
Really rare. I don't see them very often. It's gonna be nice to have a straight rotor on this thing though.
Yeah.
You can watch it catch.
I can see where it got hit, right there.
Does it have a flat spot on it?
Yeah. That's why I don't run those style guards, though.
Yeah.
Not that you have much choice on this, but
Yeah, I wonder if
it's all
Evan
Sean's fault.
It's always Sean's fault. I wonder if Evan or maybe Landon could make us a cool swing arm skid like that.
Probably.
I'm sure. Out of the two of them, we can get something done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. Start doing the shock thing. We'll do the swing arm.
I have this bolt loosened up, so
Right.
as long as we can get that out, it should drop out. You shouldn't have to take the shock apart.
That's true, yeah. That's the only thing that holds it. I used to deal with the Yamaha linkages where you got like
Everything.
30 different things.
Is that spinning on that side?
Where's that?
Swing arm?
Yeah. This actually has a greasable swing arm bolt. We got it with that swing arm and the rad carrier. So it must have been some deal. Something we might be able to do. We got like a chunky flathead. I might be able to like put it on the side there. If we don't have the right side socket. It's bigger than that.
It's bigger than that?
Yeah. It's pretty big.
20? Because the other side's a 19.
Might be 20. Or it might just be pushing dirt. Yeah, I think it's bigger than that too. You can see it, it's
Yeah, one side's bigger. At least for that. I got bigger sizes on these. Bigger.
yeah, I think it's bigger. It's kind of pitching there. I don't know if it wants to go on or if it's just grabbing that lip. I think it's just grabbing the lip. Yeah, hand me some of that cleaner too. It's a mess in there. Might try to 3D print a little cap for this. Yeah, that might be it. Just tap it on a little bit. had this pulled out before, but it won't treat us too bad.
You haven't taken it out?
I have.
Oh. Still had that 19 for the breaker.
Yeah, I think it's still in there. That stuff smells good. Surprised it doesn't look like this shock is leaked or anything.
Probably did years ago.
Yeah, that crossed my mind too. It's like either been running empty or it might be a survivor.
Yeah. Something's spinning. I don't know what's in that.
Yeah, I think he's getting it. You end up finding sprockets for this as well?
I haven't looked, to be honest. I don't know if we do or don't.
I think his E400 fits the rear. Which I think I looked and you guys have, but the front, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't looked because we haven't gotten that far yet.
Yeah.
It's still. Might have to twist that out. See if it's out far enough.
It's coming. This thing about a greasable one. Good.
The bushing. I don't know what it went to, but it fell out of that side. This is gonna come down, so what do you
Maybe
think?
the inside where it
I don't know if you're gonna be able to pull that up. It's only a million pounds. Uh-oh, got fucked up.
got stuck.
See if I can.
Squirted my leg down.
Far away.
If you just spin it, it might work itself out.
I don't even know what size that was. I took it off the other side.
Looks
It
like a
was
14.
stuck together. Now I just had to find one to put the socks down. Bam.
There we go. There's the whole rear end on the air box.
Oh yeah. That was definitely a two-person job.
Yeah.